Hi guys, it's Katie back with another episode of my vlog, and a ton of people have asked me for the updated video about what our backyard looks like now after all of this tree work has been done. So I'm outside to show you what our backyard looks like. Let's check it out. There it is, all that remains of that humongous elm tree that was covering our entire yard before. We've got that stump, and that's it. Going around the yard, you can now see my neighbors' houses. What? And the entire back half of the yard is basically going to turn into a giant mud pit this winter. That funny looking triple fork, oh, hi Dee Dee, tree right there is our apple tree, which was growing taller than the neighbor's house and dropping apples everywhere. And they weren't good apples because it wasn't a healthy tree. So we had it taken all the way down to that, and it is supposed to branch out again in springtime and then hopefully start producing good to eat apples within 2 to 3 years. So we did keep the hawthorn tree there at the very back of the yard. But then all of these other little kind of skinny trees that were sort of more centrally located in the yard also came out. A couple of big dead trees on this side are now gone. And we have a row of very healthy, nice, oh, sorry about the sun in the lens, black locust trees over there. There's another one, and our cherry tree. And behind me, we still have one monstrous elm tree left. So this is it, the big tree for our yard. Just one now. No more pair of huge trees, but as you can see, it is a heck of a tree we still have in our yard. I don't know if you guys can hear Dee Dee going crazy. She's chasing a squirrel that has run up one of these trees. She loves to chase squirrels. So yeah, it's just a big mud pit now. We're not really sure actually exactly what we're gonna do with this part of the yard. Now it's kind of a blank slate. I don't think much of anything is gonna happen over the winter. Here's the green part of our yard. But we are definitely planning on planting a big garden next year, probably close to where the elm tree used to be. We're also going to be planting 2 new young trees, one out here in the backyard and one in the front yard. Look at that pile of garbage we need to clean up, because the tree guys took all the tree material and left all the garbage they found under the tree. Anyhow, I think a big-ish garden in kind of that spot that I'm looking at right now. And then we're talking about planting flowering dogwood trees. I think one back here and one in the front yard, kind of out at the front corner of the yard as an entryway to our house. So I'm backing up here. So hopefully you guys can get kind of a better look at this huge, new, almost completely empty part of our yard. Again, I'm going to pan up into the sun, but there's the remaining elm tree for scale here. The top of it is huge, but the part that's actually kind of interactive down here at people level in the yard is pretty slim. So it's been kind of an emotional roller coaster this week about losing the tree. It was fascinating to watch the tree crew take it down. I hope you guys watched that video that I posted. At first I was miserable about it, and I hated looking back here at this view because it just felt empty and dead and awful. But I've been getting used to it, making peace with it. I'm really glad I can see those humongous evergreen trees back there. I never could see those before, so that's a plus. And like I said, this gigantic empty blank canvas really of a yard back here, all the stuff that's dirt instead of grass, is we basically haven't been using the whole time we've lived here. We've just focused on the front part of the yard and the house and the business and the homeschool and then the stroke dimension and all of these other things that we have going on, and haven't really had the time or energy to do stuff with the backyard. But now we're kind of in a position where we've been forced to, because of having to take that tree out. So I'm kind of excited now. I've been thinking up things besides the garden. I've been thinking about a clubhouse for the kids. I've been thinking about getting maybe a big shed put in. And I've also been thinking longer term about other things we could do. We could develop the lot. This is actually zoned for 10 residences. Right next door there at the Habitat development, they have 10 residences on a lot the same size as our lot. So if we wanted to, we could, build something like that red duplex back there, sort of across the fence from it right there. We wouldn't lose that much of our yard. But we'd get a lot of housing back there that we could rent to someone else or whatever. Anyhow, that's the yard update. Not much else to say besides that, but I wanted to give everybody, I know my mom, hi mom, really wanted to look at this, and so did a bunch of other people. So there's the look at what our backyard looks like now. Oh, also one other thing, over here in front of the shop, we have this it used to be a horrible old tangle of vegetation, and now we actually have properly trimmed hawthorn tree and a healthy-ish looking lilac bush, and both of those are going to come back real nice. This was a nasty tangle of about 6 different species of trees and bushes and vines and whatnot. So excited to see how that turns out in the springtime as well. All right, that's the backyard as it exists right now. Thanks for watching my quick backyard update. I will be back in a few more days with another episode of my vlog. Until then, stay safe, take care, and thanks so much for watching.